Okay, so we're making this specific tutorial for the esteemed lawyers of America. This is an exclusive tutorial. You won't find this anyplace else. This is an actual real step-by-step how to rank a video for high-level keyword terms in the industries that are very competitive, including obviously the lawyers. So whether you want to rank for a DUI attorney in your city or personal injury, whatever specific discipline you take when it comes to being a lawyer, you can actually generate leads right away. And on this video, we're actually going to show you how to do it in less than 10 minutes worth of work. So I actually broke it down into 5 different main steps. The first thing you have to do, if you don't already have Wirecast for YouTube, just Google it. You can actually purchase it on their website. They have a free trial. It is a $500 product at this point, but it's more than well than worth it. We actually show you that on this tutorial, exactly how you can make money with it right away, and why a small $500 investment is very actually worth it, and you can actually start generating money and getting that return on investment pretty fast. So once we have Wirecast downloaded and installed on our computer, the next thing we want to do is we want to go to YouTube. We want to log into your channel. Once you're logged in, you go to Creator Studio. In Creator Studio, what you want to do is click on live streaming. If you've never streamed an event before, this is a dummy channel, obviously. What you do is you click on events. You're going to have to enable live streaming. Once you enable live streaming, you're going to have to get a automated call from Google. So I'm going to go ahead and click confirm. I'll pause this. Okay, so we just got the live phone call from Google. They give you a 6-digit code. Once you put the code in, it says your channel is verified. So you hit continue. The next thing we have to do is go ahead and hit create a live event. When we create a live event, the encoding of the software through Wirecast is one of the main ways in which it ranks the video, but also the title of the video is actually what we really want to target towards our keywords. So let's say we want to rank for best DUI attorney, and I'll pick a city and state combination here that's local to me. I'm in Central Florida, so we'll say best DUI attorney, Valrico, which is a suburb of Tampa. I want to put my phone number in here because there are people who just see the phone number, make a quick decision, and give you a call. They don't actually watch the video. So having it in the title is just as important because it actually shows up on Google. You'll have your phone number right there on the front page. I like to target, and I recommend you target 2 keywords per video. So we're going to do best DUI attorney Valrico, and then I'll choose another suburb, and we'll say top personal injury lawyer, and we'll choose another suburb. We'll say Sefner, which is not too far from here as well. Okay, I spelled correctly. We want to choose the event to start about 30 minutes after we are doing the event, and right here it's about 11 o'clock my time almost, and so I'm going to go ahead and put in the event at about 11:30. I want to make sure we hit custom encoding, description, and tags. We can actually go back to that later on. So that's not a big of a deal. One of the major importances is geolocation. So we chose Valrico and Sefner. They're right about next to each other, so we'll choose Valrico. Under video location, hit search. Google finds it, and so now we keep that in there. We want the language to be English, and all this other stuff, we can actually leave that how it is, and we'll go ahead and hit create event. Now, it creates the event. We go ahead and have the opportunity to choose a thumbnail right away. It's kind of important because the video does rank right away about 90 to 95% of the time when we do it a certain way. So we'll just choose a generic video for this, excuse me, generic thumbnail for this video. Hope you don't mind penguins being your logo. And while that's doing that, we're going to choose a custom ingestion. It takes a second to load there. We're going to select a stream. We don't have any streams, so we're going to create a new stream. Let's just call this Wirecast, and we want it to be in 480p. So we hit save changes. Select an encoder, Wirecast for YouTube. So we chose our stream. We're choosing Wirecast as our encoder. And now we want to go ahead and hit save changes. Event saved successfully. So we're going to go ahead and go to live control room. Right now we're not receiving any data from our encoder. We've done everything we need to do on our end here on YouTube. So what we want to do next is we want to go to Wirecast. This is the software that we downloaded. First thing we want to do is go ahead and import media. So you go File, Import Media. And that's what's going to allow you to select the video that you want to rank for. Now, obviously, I'm doing this for an example. So I'll just choose a video from my computer. Then we hit Output and Output Settings. Now what it's going to do is it's going to pull up a window in which we have to hit authenticate so we can connect the software to our YouTube account. So that way it can encode the video. So we hit that authenticate button, automatically opens a tab, and it says Wirecast would like to manage your YouTube account. We want to allow that. Once we do, it comes right back to the software. At that point, and sometimes you might get an error code that pops up, and that's okay. Boom, there we go. So now it pulls up, it actually has your YouTube connected to the software. We want to make sure the event is the one that we want to choose. We only have one in this account, so it automatically pops up. But if you have multiple events, you definitely want to double check and make sure it's the video that you actually want to create a live event for right now. So we hit OK. Now the software is ready to go actually. And just to recap, remember, File, Import Media, the video shows up down here. Then you go to Output, Output Settings, and that's how you authenticate your YouTube account, connect the software to YouTube. Now at this point, this is ready to go. As soon as we hit this Stream button, it's going to start encoding the video to YouTube. But first, what we have to do is we actually have to go back to YouTube, and we want to connect the software in an actual live event. So first, we hit Stream. Now YouTube will start to pick up the software. There we go. Hit preview. I didn't have to hit refresh. I thought I did. It picked it up automatically. Hit preview. It's going to ask you if you want to preview the event. You say yes. Then at that point, it's going to start tracking whether the stream is good and the health status of it. This is good. It's always good in the beginning. At that point, we want to go ahead and start live streaming the video. It takes a second for YouTube to go ahead and prep the video to live stream. So while that's happening, okay, it actually happened faster than I thought. Awesome. So we go ahead and hit start live streaming. Give another message. Are you sure you want to start live streaming the event? We want to go ahead and start live streaming the event. Now remember, we chose it to be 30 minutes ahead of time. So we have plenty of time, and we're actually going to have to go back in and edit the video anyway. So that's not a big deal. It's already streaming here. So technically this is already playing live on YouTube, but it won't actually post for another 30 minutes. So again, we have time. So now what we do is we go ahead and hit the video. And I want to go ahead and say this, I'm going to pause this here a second. You're actually going to hear the video playing. It's one of the negatives about live streaming an event when you encode it with Wirecast or any other software, or if you just do it straight through YouTube. Either way, you're still going to have the video playing while it's streaming. So you're going to want to make sure there's no noise in the background. You're also going to have to keep in mind that the video is going to play. You're going to hear the volume because it's live streaming from your computer. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this. I do recommend, before I hit play, I want to let you know, I do recommend you let it play at least 2 to 3 times through. I recommend 3 times through from the beginning because sometimes it's going to take up a lot of CPU on your computer, a lot of computer usage. So up in the top corner here, you're going to see where it says CPU. Right now it's 29%. It's actually going to go ahead and go up to about 90 to 95% for the majority of the video. So some of the video may not encode properly. It's just what comes down with it unless you have a dedicated server for this. So that's one of the negatives of it. But if you let it play through 2 or 3 times, then you can actually go through and edit it, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play and let this video encode, so that way you can actually see a real live ranking on this demo. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, so we're still actually live streaming here. I wanted to touch upon one thing before it's done live streaming, and obviously this is an example, so we're not too worried about this video, but I wanted to show you here. During the live stream, it just happens, it's going to say that the backup stream is bad, it's going to say things are not looking good. What we're looking for is where it says the health is good, right here. And then throughout the time, it's going to say bad, good, depending on the CPU of your computer. It's not that big of a deal, and that's also why we actually record the video 2 or 3 times over, meaning that you let it run. It's a 2-minute, 10-second video. This one's been live streaming for over 6 minutes because I want to let it run 2 or 3 times through, because we're actually going to go ahead and go through and edit it at the end. So, okay, so we just hit stream, and that actually turns off the live streaming. Go ahead and hit blank shot. That's going to stop the video from playing, so it's not constantly playing in the background on your computer. And then from there, we actually are in YouTube. What we do is we hit stop streaming. It's going to prompt us. We're going to say OK. it stops streaming, and then from there it actually automatically goes to our video manager. So we just click on that, and the video will pop up in our video manager here. You can see it's still processing. Now it does take about 5 to 10 minutes to process depending on the length of the video. And then at that point what we'll do is we'll actually click on edit, and that's when we go in and edit the video, so that way it doesn't show up 3 times. We can cut out the best parts and the worst parts and make the video as high a quality as possible. In the meantime, what we'll do is we can actually click on the video while it's still uploading. And what we'll do is I'll actually show you how this video, while it's still processing actually, and we can't even play the video, it's actually still live on YouTube. And these videos, when encoded like this and actually optimized with the title, without even putting in tags, without even putting in a description at all, because that's not even done loading yet. So in Google, we can actually see how this video is going to show up for the terms that we're targeting, which with 2 keywords were best DUI attorney Valrico, shows up right there on the front page. As you can see, it says uploaded 10 minutes ago. We go back to YouTube. This thing is not even done processing yet. I can't even go in and edit this video, and I'm already on the front page of Google for a high level term. This is a